Good afternoon, Trump family. Welcome back to my channel. Have a good day, everyone, and God bless you. Let's get into the news. Sure. He doesn't care about Biden. A Pentagon expert expects attacks at Kabul airport to continue. He says 12 service members and 15 have been injured. So far. Pretty damn horrible. Check out his words though. It's a hard day. Today. As you know, 2 suicide bombers assessed to have been ISIS fighters detonated in the vicinity of Baghdad. From the Abbey Gate at Hamid Karzai International Airport and in the vicinity of the Baron Hotel, which is immediately adjacent. The attack on the Abbey Gate was followed by a number of ISIS gunmen who opened fire on civilians and military forces at this time. We know that 12 U.S. service members have been killed. After the attack, 15 more service members were injured. A number of Afghan civilians were also killed, injured in the attack. We are treating some of them aboard HKIAC. Many other Afghan civilians have been killed, taken to hospitals in town. We're still working to calculate the total losses. We just don't know it. What is that right now? Their loss weighs heavily on us all. And I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through my prepared remarks. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how you can attempt to try to sprinkle powdered sugar on this turd. There is all sorts of F up on top of F up. Let's see what the next 30 seconds of his ridiculousness is. First of all, the threat from ISIS is real. It is extremely real. We've been talking about this for several days. We saw it. Actually, it manifests itself here. In the last few hours, there was an actual attack. We believe it is their desire to continue those attacks, and we expect those attacks to continue, and we're doing everything we can be prepared for those attacks. That includes reaching out to the Taliban, who are actually providing the outer security cordon around. We will continue to visit the airfield to make sure they know what we expect them to do to protect us. And we will continue to. They coordinate with them as they go forward. First of all. So again, I am not cool with us being there. Should we leave? Yes. Should we have left decades ago? Yes. For sure. When we finally decided to leave, we should have done it properly. And/or buts. So now, we're actually relying on the Taliban, who are patrolling outside of the airport to protect us. The same ones. By the way, Biden gave the names. Here's all the Americans. Here's everybody else. What can we do to make this easier for you? You've got all sorts of equipment. Night vision armor. Yeah. Whatever. You got a whole bunch of cool stuff that we just left behind. Hope you're all right with it. After that, have a good day. Let us know what we can do. Here's a video of Joe Biden from a week ago. 1 week ago. That literally has not aged well. Thank God. It's only 10 seconds. But check this out. There is still a lot of pandemonium outside the airport. Well, there is, but no one's being K right now. God forgive me if I'm wrong about that. But no one's being K right now. There is still a lot of pandemonium outside. Wait a minute. Is that all you got to do? Is that all I got to do? Hang on. Let me try that. Yeah. No. So Biden's not actually the president right now. Did that work? Is he still president? I know you. Tell me. You guys leave in the comments if Biden is still actually president. I knocked on his door. Would. So it went away. Yeah. That I didn't realize. That's all I had to do. Guys. I am so sorry. It took me till August 27th to finish. To figure out. That's all I had to do to get Biden out of the office. God. I wish I had figured that out. I'm so looking forward to Trump's next speech. It's gonna be wonderful. Speaking of what Trump offers. A presidential statement after 12 U.S. servicemen in Kabul. Biden. White House. Of course. Silent enough. Of course. We've got Kamala Harris out talking to some LBQTPFG out in Vietnam. Right? That's got to make the Vietnamese super happy. On top of that, the fact that it's making us unhappy too. Look at that, equally serving both sides. That's fantastic. So, from Donald Trump and Melania, we send our deepest condolences to the families of the brilliant and brave service members whose duty to the USA meant so much to them. Our thoughts are also with the families of the innocent civilians who died today in the savage Kabul attack. This tragedy should never have happened. This has been allowed to happen, which makes our grief even deeper and more difficult to understand. And if I don't know, if you're reading it the way I do, but if you essentially knew you were handing the military the keys to the United States and the whole evolution thing fired off, and then you hopped on an airplane with a nuclear football and left on the day that Biden was sworn into office. Kind of basically saying, I think I did the right thing. I think I did the right thing. I don't know. What else could I have done? It's got to be through law and order. And then this kind of stuff starts to. It happens and you're like, aw, man. Men and women are dead because of this. Yeah. I would assume that's challenging to say the least. So from Q-tips. The reason Joe Biden mentioned ISIS last week when no one else did, the people in charge of the bombings. Today ISIS Biden released. I have them. The Taliban are condemning the attacks. There is a fine reason why Biden brought up ISIS weeks ago. ISIS is about to be fully funded again. What was the C really doing in Afghanistan? And finally, someone asked the right question. Now it does and provides its findings for FDA approval. Look up Christine Grady. She's the head of the NIH spot. I didn't look her up. I think it's Bill Gates or not Bill Gates. Yeah. I forget who it was. But it's someone that I'll look up. What the hell? That's right. I'm glad I pulled it up. I'm glad I spelled her name wrong at first. That was fun. But yeah. The Fauchinator. Isn't that interesting? So the NIH doesn't all the FDA, and the FDA just approves everything doctored anymore. This little section. It says here, it's been a very hard few months as these conspiracy theorists have gradually become more and more outrageous, politicized, and hardened their stance. Especially because of the work we've been doing in collaboration with Chinese bats. All about ethics is all about doing the right thing. No, it's not. It's about money, first off, and second off. It's about control. Probably the other order. But whatever. It's about control. Then it's about money. Whatever the hell Fauci admits. Anyway, we're just getting sidetracked. So what happens when he says that booby word? It's not funny. Not funny at all. FDA. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Arizona Attorney General Mark Brnovich. It is lawless. Maricopa County Board of Supervisors to provide subpoenaed material to auditors or lose millions in state revenues. I am very excited about seeing what happens next. Now, before you get excited and before you get mad, because you're probably going to do both. At first you get excited, then you get mad. When I tell you it's 30 days, it gives them 30 days. Yeah. That's the takeaway. Okay. 30 more days. I don't know how many 30 days are. We've been through so much so far. I want to say this like third or fourth. I don't know if it's taking forever. But if they dog on this for 30 days, the county loses a crap ton of money in funding. Do you think any of those supervisors will survive? From the constituents that live within that county. Because they just wouldn't offer up information. That would help with the audit. I mean, again, a majority of the people in that country most likely are pro-audit. So yeah, this is going to get very interesting. Most likely, they're going to provide stuff or Some of it. I'm curious to see how they try to tap dance around this. It should be. It's again time to grab the popcorn. Folks. I mean, literally. If you understand that. The only thing what you have to fear is fear itself. Literally. We can talk more about it later. But you could sit back and watch this while eating popcorn like mad because you get what's going on. You understand. We're seeing it fall before our very eyes. It's happening it's like watching a movie. A train wreck. It's kind of exciting and a little scary. But man, it makes for a good movie. So from Courtney Holland, the president of the Clark County School District, Greater Las Vegas has now. They called their parents insurrectionists and told them not to show up to the board meeting tomorrow. My parents are friends out there in Las Vegas. By the way, I still want you guys to crowbar our asses off into the ocean. If you haven't done it yet, I need you guys to get out there and help us parents. I hope you enjoy it. Show up tomorrow, August 26th. That was last night. I hope you showed up last night. Leave comments if you did. If you were one of the people that went, it was out of control. Leave some comments. So, people will love to see that Larry Elders searches for Gavin Newsom in Google searches kind of. It is surprising. I'm figuring Google's going to change that soon. Like every time you type in Larry Elders. It's like, you sure you don't mean Gavin Newsom? No. Larry Elders Gavin Newsom. You mean Larry? You type in LA and it's like Newsom. It just finished. It for you because there's like no way you can type Larry Elders. There was a stupid small site. But there. It was a stupid program. At one point. That was going around years ago. That was hilarious. It was like, are you a macho guy? Click. Okay. Something like that. You could use any question like that. You definitely want to click, okay. Right. Like, are you a macho guy who clicks, okay. And when you go to try to mouse the okay button, it moved from wherever the mouse was. You couldn't click on it. It was very funny. It was very funny. I'm off track. I don't care about several laws in Texas taking effect on September 1st. Very, very good stuff going on. First off, the carry license to care. You don't need one anymore. Anybody can carry. Now. As long as you pass your background check or whatever to get the gun. Well, assuming you bought it from a dealer, I think you can inherit it. Anyway, that all being said, license to carry is no longer hindered in any way, shape or form. That's good stuff. Another popular measure taking effect. The Star-Spangled Banner Protection Act, where professional sports teams would have the contracts with the state require them to play the national anthem before the start of each game period. Boom. Awesome. Remember, the Alamo. In addition, the other side of the fence. Sometimes, and then you get people that yell, "Look at you." I had one guy. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It happens. It doesn't matter. New York jail where Jeffrey Epstein was ordered to shut down. It looks kind of nice on the outside, doesn't it? It's like a condominium with razor wire. Anyway, the New York federal jail where financial heir and sex offenders are, of course, found, they're shutting down. They're doing all sorts of things that are horribly wrong. It's dirty. It's just bad security. A whole bunch of stuff is going on. Yeah. So not good. I'm kind of wondering if they found some stuff or if they've hidden some cameras. So again, I still think Epstein is alive and I think they took him out intentionally. So I don't know. I don't know if anything will come out of this or if this is just a crap-ass jail that has nothing to do with anything. They have been working for the deep state for a long time. And maybe it's just mostly that and it's finally being shut down. Actually, thinking on the fly, that probably makes more sense than anything else. So yeah, maybe that's what's going on here. Bad things are going on. But still the people are in charge. We, the people, will prevail. Good on you. Ohio judge orders may try to force somebody. So I'll get bumped up by somebody. I'm sure. The U.S. Supreme Court just delivered a fatal blow to President Biden's unconstitutional rent moratorium. Decree BAM 6-3 ruling kind of had to figure. Thank God. But yeah, they removed the stay on the moratorium. That the Centers for Disease Control and Prevent the Rent Eviction Moratorium. They've made it unconstitutional, and so there you go. And they even basically said they would have some leeway to pass. You know, maybe if it's rat infested, maybe if there's asbestos, like there are some things going on in the house. If you have a facility, then yeah, you could then enact your laws and legislation. But what they're doing here is, that's where the Supreme Court basically agreed on it. So that's just another huge victory. I don't know if they're gonna rewrite it a third time. Well, this is it. This time it's different though. This time we've got our fingers crossed. When we say it. Oh. Okay.